Alright, you guys, welcome back to another episode here of my tutorial video series, and in today's episode I'm showing you how I built the tavern from Skyrim that is known as Candelhearth Hall. I believe it was in Windhelm, if I remember right. It's been a while since I played Skyrim, but I took this reference photo here and I decided to build this as a starter house thingy that I made a while ago for a different world that I don't play in anymore, and I figured I might as well show it off on YouTube and show you guys how I built it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Also, if you enjoy these tutorials, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe because it really helps out my channel. Alright, to get started, I figured I'd give you guys a layout of how big it is. It is exactly I like to texturize things, so it can be a little bigger than this, but it's pretty much 17 blocks by 23 blocks in a rectangle shape. Bottom line, that's how it's going to be. And to start, we're going to come down here onto one of the, basically the way that this is going to be is the two 17 lines are going to be identical, and the two 23 lines are going to be identical, just like a real rectangle. Crazy. And you want to come down to one of those sides that have 17 blocks in between. These are on the outskirts, so these don't count. And you want to go over 2 blocks, so you're going to start here. See, like this, skipping 2 blocks, and on this side as well, skipping 2 blocks. So basically this middle part, which is the main part, is 13 blocks, but then it does extend out, and with the bulk of the rest of the, oh my gosh, I don't even know, of the tavern, it does get out a little farther, which is why it goes to 17. But you're going to start here, and then you're going to go up exactly 3 stairs, if I can do that, on both sides, until you have a shape like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this real quick. Now basically the rest of this build, at least for the front part here and the back part, it looks a lot like a normal house roof that I would build on any of my other houses, like that basically. So we go up 3, then you're going to do an upside down stair like so, with a full block on top, of course, and another stone brick stair on top. So once you've brought it up like this, you're going to do another upside down stair, and then we're going to go up another block. However, instead of doing another stair on top, we're going to bring this out forward one. So we're going to do an upside down stair on the front part here to give it some extra height and depth to it. Then a full block on top, as well as another, this time we're going back to sideways correct way stair. And then underneath it on the side it'd be more upside down ones, and again bring it up a block, and again correct side up stairs until finally it meets in the middle like so. Now this is how I do a normal roof, but I wanted to do this a little different, so I came up here, and I'm sorry, these ones are actually supposed to be also facing forward like that to again give it some more depth. Then we're going to remove this upside down stair here, my bad for even putting it there, and I'm just going to put temporary blocks here, and then we're going to go up a full block like that with an upside down stair there. So basically instead of putting my normal stair here, although you could keep one there if you wanted to, I just didn't care for it, but I'll do it now. And then you go on top of this upside down stair and do one more up, just so it has this little like arch to it on the side. Now before I get into the detail work of what all goes here next, I'm going to go ahead and fill it all in. We're going to go back 1 block from this main archway, so to right here, and I'm just going to build up and cover all of these gaps that you can see behind these stairs until it's like this. So with how I did the doors here, I came down to this part right here and I went, let's just fill that in basically. I left 1 full block, and then I took out 2 blocks. Same thing on the other side, 1 full block, and then took out 2 blocks. And of course, actually put a staircase here for some added depth, and then put a door in. So let's go ahead and plop a door in before I forget, like so. And then right here in the middle, I wanted it to stick out a bit more so that it had a little extra depth. And I went ahead and built this 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall section here just to make it stand out. I apologize, this should actually be a 3 by 4 section. And then I went ahead and I did a little pillar right here at the bottom, like this, just to get, again, some more added depth. So we have this pillar, stair at the bottom, stair on top of it, and another stair back here, because this is actually going to be a window, like so. Then coming down here, we kind of have like a gap here. So instead of just leaving it like this, or you could if you'd like, I went ahead and put another upside down stair on both sides, just so it kind of forms this little like ledge here, giving it a little more stability to the window above, at least in my mind. And then additionally, if you'd like, you can go ahead and kind of curve these edges out. I know I did this earlier in my own world when I built it originally. And if you'd like, you can also do some additional side pieces like this, just so that it feels a little more broken down, because that's pretty much what this tavern is, a very broken down tavern. And I also went through it and added cobblestone variants and mossy stone and things like that to give it a little more breakdown as well. Then up here, what I decided to do was bring full blocks down on the side. Additionally, up here at the very top, yeah, stair and then a stair, not a full block. And then this is a full block, or you could also do another stair there if you want because of the window that's going to be there. But I kept it as a square because this is technically a square as well. Then actually, I apologize, instead of these being like that, they're going to be upside down stairs to give it a little more curve to this whole section. And that's basically it. And then for the window, I decided to do trapdoors like that, just so it's in line. You could even put a regular door if you wanted to. It's just not much of a balcony space, which is why I had it like that. But that's the front, and that's also the back. You can just copy it. It's basically just like a giant, like I said, roof house, but with no walls, so it's just a roof house. Literally, it's a roof house, basically, is what I'm saying. It's a roof house. Now for the sides, we're going to come over here. Like I said, it does stick out another 2. However, first, this is actually 2 blocks wide, leading up like this until you reach this area here. And you just want to keep bringing it over, essentially. The roof will end up changing a bit once we get over to this next section that has the wood parts on the side. But for the first 2 and 3 blocks, this is pretty much how it looks on both sides. Now again, once we get past these 2 blocks here, we're going to bring these stairs out 2, and they're going to be 3 wide at this point. And then again, we're going to go up at pretty much the same height as this, which is up by 3 stairs total until we are here. And then we're going to go ahead and just fill this in again, like so. And then instead of having more stairs here, we're going to actually go ahead and put a log on both sides. And including this one, it's going to go up 5 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on both sides. This log technically doesn't exist. I just used it there to get it in the right direction. Same thing with that one. And the reason why I included that 5th log is because you do see it on the sides here. And in between, there's going to be 3 of these little like dormitory thingies on the sides. And in between them, the stairs will go back to how they were here. So once you do this 3 section here, then it'll come back, like I said, like this. And then it'll go over 5. And then it'll stick out again and do another 3 section. And go back and then do another 5. And then come back again and do another 3. Until you hit the front, which is 2 blocks, just like the front over there. And then you can do your same little arch to get the front that we have going on there. Now for these wood structure, this wood structure we have here, I actually went ahead and put a brick there in between and brought it back like I normally do. And on the bottom we have a plank here, and then we're gonna do a trap door, actually looking this direction, and another trap door. You can go ahead and have them where they open like this if you want, or like this, and you can actually have access in and out if you prefer. And then we're doing another full spruce plank right on top. Additionally, if you prefer to have more space inside your house, you can always end up putting the spruce plank here and putting the trapdoors on this side instead, so that you have a full extra block of space here to work with on the interior. And either way, they work. And then on the side here, as you can see, it's not even connected to the wall, the roof, the arch, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go ahead and put a plank in until it does cover it, like so, on both sides. So it's basically 2.5 planks worth of wood, like that. And on the very top here, we're gonna go ahead and start doing our little roof that'll connect us to the main roof. We have a half slab block on top and pushed out one from this block here. Then it comes down, of course, half a slab and out one more time for a half a slab. There we go. And so you have this lovely little 5 half slab arch, very simple. Then going back, I actually decided to make this into stairs. So right here, this is actually a stair that connects it all the way like that. And then on top also, it's a stair, and then it has a slab connect like so. Stair and stair until you have this little double roof looking thing. And the stair, obviously, it's on the same level as the stair here on the roof, which is the whole point, so that it connects perfectly like so. Can you, there. And then of course you can continue the actual roof just like this all the way across. So I went ahead and I built this section here just so we can see how we're going to connect this middle part. So we want to actually bring the stairs over just like this. So this part's still the farthest out part of the roof, but we still have a little overhang for this wall that's going to go here. So that means getting rid of these 2 stairs. And most of this section is actually going to be just a bunch of regular flat pieces, or you can put slabs if you'd like instead, so that they're less mob spawnable spaces like this. Just like that, until it connects up with this back wall of stairs here, and then of course that connects up to our main roof piece here. Now for down here, we're going to go ahead and do basically a combination of spruce planks and spruce logs. So we have 3 planks here, and we're going to do 3 logs, and then 3 planks, and 3 logs, and 3 planks. And then if you want extra windows, you can go ahead and just put this area filled with trapdoors like that. And I went ahead and added some lanterns as well, just like so, like that. And essentially from here, you just copy this area one more time here. So you have the 5 area, which we just built, another one of these 3 areas. And then again, you just copy that entirety of the front on this 2 section that's left. And again, all of this just mirrored on the other side. And then you'll have your completed Windhelm Tavern in Minecraft, basically. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to a world that I built this in, like I told you guys earlier, and show you just how I decorated it. So give me just a sec. And so here we are to my little humble Windhelm inspired tavern starter house that I built on this world for funsies. And as you can tell, it's complete with the whole siding here. I did texture it a hell of a lot more than I did in the build, obviously, in the creative world. But as you can see here, andesite works really well. Gravel, stone, stone bricks, cobblestone, all of the above. It just makes it look very worn down, and I absolutely adore that look to it. And on this side, of course, this is still the same. The only thing that is different is that there was this giant hill here, which as you can see is a wheat farm. So I didn't actually want to excavate the hill to make it perfectly symmetrical. So instead I just brought it up the best that I could. I got rid of some stairs here because cows kept escaping this pen. But I brought it up to this area, essentially, and then I just copied the rest and got rid of the stairs portion, just so that it would fit better. And instead of having the stairs, as you can see, I just went around and did gravel and dirt blocks to kind of mush it in and make it blend better with the farmland. Again, on this side, still the big hill, so again, there's no bottom half to this, but there's access way through the door that would be a window that is on the other side. Sorry if you hear background noise, my AC just kicked on, but let's go ahead and do a little tour on the inside so you get an idea of what it looks like with interior. But downstairs I did not do much, obviously, but I did have these little areas here that were put in by the logs for the outside parts, and I went ahead and filled them in with actual barrels to put on my inventory and stuff. Although if I played in this world longer, I probably would have expanded this inventory to be this whole bottom area with this fancy looking auto smelter thing. So this is a blast furnace and a smoker, so it's auto smelting everything. I just put it in at the top and on the sides, and it came out right here on the bottom, just as you would like. Then at the very front here, I did a staircase, which comes up and around, and this is obviously a way out. Hello. And again, just made it really cramped in here to feel like that taverning feel that you get when you're playing the game in Skyrim, at least that I think. It's obviously not as big as it is in the game of Skyrim, but I didn't want to build it to scale, because if I did, then this would be different. This is meant to be like a starter house version, but inspired from it. And then in here we have the bedroom and a little desk. These are actually sea pickles. I'm not actually in 1.17, which is why they wobble so much. But now that candles exist, I'll probably get rid of this texture and just have regular sea pickles again. And then you come through here. It's perfect size for a fully enchanted area in here. And then go through one more time. Again, more storage. And it takes you right out here to our lovely little farm field. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this build. I know I had a lot of fun designing it and building it and just being as creative and having fun with it as much as I could. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, comment if you have anything you'd like to comment, and subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Until then, bye guys!